I want to talk about something I've been noticing more and more in my work and honestly in the world around us. In America today, there's two very different philosophies of healthcare operating at the same time. And they don't line up cleanly with politics. They don't belong to one generation or one identity. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. And most people, whether they realize it or not, are living inside one of these philosophies. One philosophy is still deeply rooted in the conventional medical narrative. It believes that medicine knows best, that pharmaceuticals are the primary solution, that vaccines, protocols, and guidelines should be followed without much questioning. The doctor is the ultimate authority, the patient is the recipient, and if something goes wrong, the answer is usually another medication, another specialist, another intervention. Now, to be clear, this model has done some real good in the world. It has saved lives, it has helped in emergencies. Absolutely. But there's a problem when this becomes the only lens through which health is viewed. I've had patients tell me that their gastroenterologist said food doesn't really matter. That's not an exaggeration. This has actually happened. And when we pause and really think about it, that statement is kind of wild. That what you put into your digestive tract doesn't matter for digestion. That tells us something really important about what is going on. We've zoomed in so far on particular parts that we've lost vision of the whole. And on the other side is a different philosophy. It's less defined, less centralized, but it is growing. This group believes in health autonomy, in the idea that humans have lived on this planet for thousands of years, well before modern medicine. And we survived by working with nature, not against it. They believe that what you eat matters and how you sleep matters, how stressed you are matters, and what you're exposed to in the environment matters. They believe the immune system isn't something to suppress, it's something to support. And most importantly, they're not anti-medicine, they are anti-blind trust. So one of the biggest differences between these two philosophies is how they relate to fear. Many people who are deeply committed to the conventional model are terrified, often unconsciously, of acute death, infection, sudden illness, unexpected outcomes. So the trade they make, often unconsciously, without necessarily realizing it, is this: I'm going to give up some of my autonomy, some vitality, some long-term resilience if you promise me safety right now. And that's a very human bargain. The problem is, we didn't eliminate death in the conventional model, we just changed its shape. We went from acute deaths to chronic disease, longer lives, but sicker ones, more medications, more dependence, and more management that focuses on symptoms. That's not a moral failure, it's a philosophical consequence. And here's where I stand in all of this. I don't believe health lives at either extreme. I don't believe modern medicine is evil, and I don't believe nature alone is always enough. My work lives in the space between fear and between denial, between outsourcing responsibility and trying to do everything alone. Health isn't something that gets fixed when it breaks. It's something you participate in every day. And when we ignore that, we will pay for it later. Another one of the biggest lies we've been sold is that convenience equals progress. Fast food, short sleep, quick fixes, suppression instead of understanding. But the body doesn't work that way. Your digestion talks to your immune system. Your stress talks to your hormones. Your sleep talks to your brain. Your thoughts talk to your nervous system. Everything in the body is connected. And when we fragment care, people suffer. So this is why I do what I do. It's not to replace modern medicine, but to rehumanize it. It's to help people understand their bodies, to ask better questions, to build resilience instead of dependency. Healthcare should never require blind faith. It should invite curiosity, informed consent, and humility. People deserve to know what is known, what is assumed, what is unknown, and who carries the risk when assumptions are wrong. That's not anti-medicine. That is medicine as an art and as a science. If this way of thinking resonates with you, you are my people. Not because you reject science, but because you respect complexity. Not because you want certainty, but because you value truth. And if we're going to move toward a healthier future, it won't come from louder opinions or tighter control. It will come from awareness, responsibility, and a willingness to change our story. That's how health is rebuilt, one person at a time. I'm Dr. Swans. Thanks so much for watching.